Was that a sneeze?
No, she's
That,
coughing.
that was
Okay.
a cough this time. I was trying to suppress it and get to my darn mute button in time, but Navi was sitting on my hand.
Mm.
And since he insists on being close to me right now, it doesn't help that he's shedding. So, bad lungs during bad weather plus cat hair equals not so happy respiratory system.
Great.
Did you get the link?
Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Lids?
Yeah, I got it.
Raiden?
Got it.
All at 0?
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. Like how Tony Stark just pops up there.
Oh yeah, I always wondered that.
What?
What the hell are you doing? I'm Batman!
What the hell?
No. No, you are not.
No, you're not.
That's weird.
But I
Thank you.
am here to review Batman vs. Batman Begins. An interesting old school versus new school. To the Batmobile!
Oh man, I expected the Batman music.
Don't want to get copywritten.
In terms of story,
Oh, that's a
the
good
two
point.
offer good starts to Batman for different reasons, but are good equally. The 2005 variation explores a deep origin and shows how the murder of his parents has made him determined to seek retribution, but is blinded by revenge and not realizing that this is not how his family would have approached the situation. It was good to see an explorative origin of Batman, where we see him on a quest of self-discovery to hone his skills and learn what he has to become in order to carry out his vision of justice.
Via the same token, you can argue that so many people know the Dark Knight's origin so well that it feels unnecessary. The origin has been done in comics and cartoons so often throughout the years that in
Yeah,
all
that's
honesty
true.
it feels quite
yeah.
salty.
Like, we get it. Your parents were
2004's
murdered.
The Batman is especially guilty of this.
My parents are
It shows
dead.
that Bruce finds remotivation through the memory of losing his
Darkness
parents.
brooding.
Right from the first appearance of Mr. Freeze in Season 1, and to the Batman vs. Dracula movie in 2005, where he escapes the vampire's influences by remembering his parents' murder yet again.
When you put it like that...
The 1989 movie explores the origin very briefly in a flashback scene where Bruce is with his parents and a much younger Jack Napier shot them. This is where I feel the Tim Burton movie has a better grasp on the story, as this movie does not need to build Batman from the ground up. All it needed was that brief scene establishing a childhood trauma that happened so young that would manifest over time into becoming obsessed with ridding Gotham of crime, so that what happened to his parents would never happen to anyone else again.
Well, that, and a lot of people consider Jack Nicholson the quintessential Joker. Jack just stopped being Jack when he became the Joker, when he wore the suit and the
Heath
makeup
Ledger
and the
came
character
along.
took a life onto itself. It just felt very natural for him to utter these very dark lines whilst doing it with a smile on his face. But, taking into consideration, this man has a penchant for playing dark characters, from The Shining, The Postman Always Rings Twice, to Wolf. Are you really surprised that this man could pull something like that off easily without even trying? Just a pity it went downhill after Batman and Robin. We don't speak of that movie.
And it took 8 years.
Your brother would not be pleased.
That's the problem.
I like
I think
Batman
that after
Forever.
Begins,
was a
it took
breaking point.
itself too seriously with the Dark Knight.
yeah.
And a lot of studios felt it had to
I
adopt
would have
the
thought Batman
template
Forever was a
of a
breaking point.
dark, edgy, and realistic format
Right?
for their movies to work. This can be seen
But I
in
actually
the
like
awful
that
Fantastic
movie.
Four reboot, Man of
Yeah,
Steel,
still watch it,
Amazing
still.
Spider-Man to some degree did this. The thing is, this only works for Batman because of his origins and how he carries out his vigilantism. The very notion of Superman being angsty and emo is
That's
just
true.
unnecessary when he's supposed to be the opposite of Batman. Night and day, dark and light.
Of which, Some people refer to Cavill's Supes as the Batman clone in blue and red. See, this is my point. For Batman to be like this, it just makes total sense. If
yeah, they went the approach of using the new 52 comic design for his outfit.
This round goes to Batman 1989.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're finally deciding to put him back in the red trunks now.
Oh, they are?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think no, go ahead.
I was gonna. I had a
This is
hiccup.
where this criteria
What I was
has a
saying
really
is,
mixed bag. It
I
has good
never
supporting
had
cast
an
members,
issue
but
with the new 52 suit,
Bale's
but at the
Bat
same time, it
performance
just looks
comes
so
across as
awkward.
forced.
Oh yeah,
His
totally.
Bruce Wayne
Like
side
even
of
if they
the
try
role
to
is very
compensate that with a
thought-provoking,
red
as you
belt,
can
it's just
see.
not the same.
The
You need to
pain
have
in
the
the
red
man's
tights
eyes
there, or
of what
to
was
the red
taken
underwear
from him at
to
such a young age
break
that
up
guided him on
all
this
that
path to
blue.
becoming this nighttime vigilante.
Although Keaton is
Yeah.
not exactly on par with Christian Bale,
that's always a big
he does
issue.
have the mannerisms of a man that is dedicating his life to fighting crime as the persona that he is most.
It's like seeing Supergirl without the signature long sleeve top and red skirt.
Batman is as crazy as though he
Mhm.
fights to
Yeah,
make the
that's
streets
true.
safer.
I'm glad the CW
That is
did that
something
with
that
with
sets
her
other performances
show
apart
Supergirl.
from other actors.
Yeah.
It is for
Well, I will
those
give
that are
credit to the
more
Bruce Timm
calm and
design with based on
calculating
like the
are
white
much
T-shirt
crazier.
design and the
Oh,
gloves.
I had no issue with that design. My design,
Who is shouting
the
or
design
calm,
that made me
which
quirk an eyebrow
then
was the new
leads them into a
52
false
one,
sense of
which
security,
looked
and by
more
that point,
like
Yeah.
a just
which
a
helps
onesie you would wear with a
lot
pair of
in his
pants.
portrayal of Bats, as that
Yeah,
is
and
one
the
of
weird like
dynamics of his
exposed
character.
knees on her
He is a
boots.
figure of the shadow. You don't see him nor hear him, and once you work out where he is, it's too late. I found the supporting cast in both movies were
Did anyone
equally
notice that Batman
amazing.
Begins, he
Hank
doesn't do
Pym
that
was
much
a great
detective
Commissioner
work?
Gordon for his
No.
time.
That
and
is
the same
true.
could be said
He
for
most,
Gary
I think this
Oldman.
version of the
Oldman
Dark
is a
Knight version
tried
of
and tested
Batman
method
mostly
actor,
relies on
really shows
his
that
relied on
he
his
can play.
gadgets to
A
do
really
all
good
the
example
detective
is when he
work.
played Count Dracula in 1992. In where
Yeah,
you
he
forget
really didn't
that
do
it's
much of it
Oldman and
himself.
you're actually seeing the Count
Although I
because
guess
it's
not really the
Batman
Tim
and
Burton
you
version
really
either. He
understand
just
it.
showed up whenever
The
something
same
big
is
and
said with
explosive was
Gordon.
happening.
He is an honest
Both
man
the
who's
Tim
a
Burton and
jolly guy
Schumacher
who wants to
films.
clean the city
So
and
really, it's like
just
we
doesn't know what to
and,
do.
and we know how much of a crazy psychopath
Michael Gough plays a
Batfleck is.
reserved,
Although I guess
wise,
Batfleck has
and
done a
witty
little bit
Alfred
more
Pennyworth, and he truly
investigating.
owns the role in this movie series.
So it's like
Yeah,
we've never
see,
really
He has his
had.
ways of
Sorry, go
catering
ahead.
to Bruce's
I was
needs
gonna
as
say,
both
seems like the
billionaire
proper
and crime
detective
fighter,
version
whilst
is
tastefully
the
airing his
Bruce
own
Timm
criticism.
animated series.
This is also true of
Batman.
Michael Caine interpretation.
Oh, what about
I
let's see,
find
did Adam West
Michael's
do any
performance is
detecting,
one of the more
detectiving?
assertive
Actually,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I did the more I think about it.
decisions.
What would you call
Yeah.
that? Damn good television.
Michael Caine is one of the
I do
greatest
like that. There
actors
are
to
nice
come
little
from
moments of
England,
levity
and with
throughout the movie.
performances like this as a surrogate
Yeah.
father
Like a lot of
to
people
the
tend to
Dark
think of the
Knight.
Dark Knight movies as like always
hard to
brooding
see
and
why.
dark, but no, there are a lot
And
of
then there's Katie
amusing
Holmes'
lines
Rachel
from
Dawes.
him, from Alfred,
Let's not
from
say we
Morgan
did.
Freeman.
I concur.
Kim Basinger's Vicky Vale.
Hey, you
was
can't
really
ignore Rachel
as
Dawes, man.
aggressively investigative, wanting to
I'm
know
still
what
waiting
was
for
going on
a
with
good
Guardian
portrayal
Angel
of
and
Harvey
Batman.
Bullock.
Yet she's also
I mean,
very caring and wants
Oh, yeah,
animated-wise,
and
animated-wise,
why he's so withdrawn.
Harvey Bullock
It's only when he
kills it.
discovers who he
Mhm.
really
But I feel like
is,
in other
she
versions,
questions
it's
his
not
motives
that
and wants to keep
good.
him safe. That a girl.
And she's Kim Basinger, so she's automatically a winner, and good gosh, she was gorgeous then. She still is. And then there's Jack Nicholson's The Joker.
Did you make your voice come off as more high-pitched for your younger self?
Too much.
That was the idea.
Because he
Okay.
was awesome? Yep.
Jack literally was a comic book character come to life with his take on the Clown Prince of Crime. Even when he was doing something completely messed up, you couldn't help but laugh. Whether it was the mob boss meeting with the death buzzer or the way he killed Carl Grissom in his own penthouse, he made it entertaining. Completely messed up, but entertaining. You have to love the insanity in Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul and Cillian Murphy's The
Oh, yeah.
Scarecrow.
Liam
Great
Neeson
actors.
killed
More
it.
screwed up than the
Yeah, Liam
Joker,
Neeson, oh
because
my
they actually
God.
believe they're doing
Wow.
the right thing for
I've
society.
trained Obi-Wan, and I can train you as well.
Opposite. At least with the Joker,
Have I told you about the
know
League of
he's doing
Shadows?
it for the laughs.
This round is a tie. I'm okay with this.
Man, now I want to see Batman Begins again.
I want to see the '89 Batman again.
I would want to do that, but unfortunately, I never brought that Blu-ray with me to Japan. Although I think it's on Netflix.
I'll double check tonight.
Even with the scenes with the Batwing is still pleasing to the eye to this day. Similar circumstances with Begins, as the movie was done with little to no CG, including all the scenes with the tumbler, with what it went through, including the jump into the cave. And that's basically it. A tie.
I feel like Batman Returns was just a full-blown Tim Burton movie.
Meow.
Yeah. The moment you watch that movie and you hear the chanting Danny Elfman music, it's like, oh, yep, this is Tim Burton.
It's like, are you sure I'm not watching Edward Scissorhands?
With the whole 2003 score, but with the Batman score, it really helps set the tone of the world that this movie lives in, with its dark settings, and it feels like it belongs to a different time and place, and more like the comic books.
Right?
Especially when you hear the Batman theme at the start of the movie, and to when the Batmobile is heading back to the cave with Vicky Vale accompanying him. Really added some tension to that scene. Same could be said with Hans Zimmer's score of this bold vision of a man on a quest to champion the cause of the innocent. That's Knight Rider, dude. I know, but the point still stands. Could you imagine Batman working with Kit? Which Batman are we talking? Bale? No, let's not and say we did. Zimmer's score really reflects the world in which
Bale would be
Batman
like, for
operates,
fuck's
and
sake,
adds
you
to the tone of a
amateur
man
knight!
on an impossible quest to rid Gotham of crime. A tie?
We're done professionally, you and me.
A tie.
Yeah.
So many ties.
Here. This ought to be good.
Well, they're both good movies in their own
It's
right.
a tie.
I mean, they're both, yeah.
Go on. When you look at the writing, special and visual effects, casting, and general payoff, both are good differently, but are good equally. Keep going. Everyone has their own vision of what they define as the ideal Batman movie. Those that grew up in the 80s and 90s are more favorable towards the Michael Keaton era, which then carried over into Batman the Animated Series of this neo-noir look of Gotham. Some prefer the more subtle approach of Keaton's
Where does he get
less
the
talk and
wonderful
more work
talk?
approach, as it gets the audience to try and work out what his next move is. And then you'll get those that were born in the 90s that experienced a 2005 movie that prefer a darker telling of the character.
Of course, did they ever answer in the first Batman movie where he got
subtle approach to
gadgets?
dealing with ne'er-do-wells?
Nope.
And as
Yeah, they never did that.
Both supporting cast helped to support the protagonist.
Did they mention
of one or two that were not given enough to do.
No, he never appeared, I think, in the old movies.
Pretty much.
No, Lucius Fox was not in there.
With Batman
The
Begins.
closest thing I can think of was
Looks
the
like I'm
cameo
going back
of
to the
Billy D.
past.
Williams as
Okay. Thanks again.
Harvey Dent.
yeah, but in terms of Lucius Fox, no.
I actually have that mask.
I'm Batman.
Yeah. No!
I kind of want to find that mask for shits and giggles.
That was great.
Oh my goodness.
Good show.
Jolly good show.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was too
nice.
typical.
No, that's pretty much what I was going for.
Someone's feeling the sleepy.
Sleepy? No. Kind of toasty yet cold at the same time, yes. Cold because it is pretty cold in my apartment right now. Kind of cozy and warm on one part because I have Nappy sleeping on me.
Oh, okay.